Imagine waking up not to an alarm clock, but to the first rays of sunlight filtering through a rock shelter. This was the reality for our Paleolithic ancestors, often referred to as cavemen. Life during the Ice Age was not a constant battle with prehistoric monsters, but a structured routine centered on survival, community, and resourcefulness. Let's step back around 30,000 years to see what a typical day actually looked like. Morning begins early. The band, usually consisting of 20 to 30 extended family members, stirs awake. The first priority is maintaining the fire, which has burned down to glowing embers overnight. Fire is the community's lifeblood, providing warmth, protection from predators, and a means to cook. A few designated members revive the flames with dry twigs and leaves. Meanwhile, others head to a nearby stream to collect fresh water in animal bladders or rudimentary leather pouches. With the fire roaring, the group shares a modest breakfast. There are no structured meal times, so they consume whatever is left over from the previous day, such as dried meat, handfuls of wild berries, or roasted nuts. While eating, the adults plan the day ahead. Survival requires a clear division of labor based on skill, age, and physical capability, ensuring that every individual contributes to the group's collective well-being. By mid-morning, the gathering parties set out, primarily consisting of women, children, and the elderly. This group focuses on predictable food sources. They traverse the local landscape with deep knowledge of the flora, harvesting wild grains, edible roots, seasonal fruits, and medicinal plants. They also collect small game like tortoises or frogs, alongside vital raw materials like firewood and pliable plant fibers for weaving. Simultaneously, the hunting party, mostly composed of young and mature adults, prepares their gear. Hunting is a high-stakes, strategic cooperative effort. They check their weapons, ensuring flint spear points are securely bound to wooden shafts. Today, they are tracking a herd of deer. Instead of relying on brute strength, these hunters use incredible endurance and tracking skills, following hoofprints, disturbed vegetation, and animal droppings for hours across the terrain. By afternoon, the camp becomes a workshop. Those who stayed behind or returned early engage in toolmaking, a crucial skill for survival. Using a technique called knapping, a skilled individual strikes a flint stone with a hammerstone to flake off sharp edges. They create scrapers for animal hides, hand axes, and fresh projectile points. Nearby, others work on clothing, using bone needles and sinew to sew heavy animal pelts together. Late afternoon brings the return of the foragers and hunters. Today's hunt was successful, yielding a medium-sized deer. The entire camp works together to process the animal, wasting absolutely nothing. The meat is carved for cooking and drying. The fat is saved for fuel. The bones are cracked open for nutritious marrow, and the hide is scraped clean to be cured for future clothing or shelter material. As the sun begins to set, the community gathers around the central hearth for the main meal of the day. The smell of roasting meat fills the air, combined with boiled roots and wild herbs. Eating is a communal experience that reinforces social bonds. With full stomachs, the evening transitions into storytelling, oral history, and perhaps music played on bone flutes, passing down essential survival lore to the younger generation. As night falls, the fire is built up once again to deter nocturnal predators. The group retreats into the safety of the rock shelter, rolling out animal skins for bedding. Nestled close together for warmth, they fall asleep to the sounds of the wilderness. It was a demanding life, balanced by a deep connection to nature and a reliance on community, a cycle that repeated with the rising sun.